ร้านค้าน้ำแรงมากไปได้ไหมน้ำเที่ยวมากเลยครับ
Due to the influence of Tropical Storm Nong Fa, many areas in Thailand have had continuous, non-stop rain and heavy rain in many areas. In Phetchabun Province, the Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation, DDPM, issued a cell broadcast warning since the middle of the night of August 31st, warning that the Pa Sak River had overflowed its banks in Lom Sak District, Phetchabun Province, and to move belongings to higher ground, move vehicles, and move vulnerable groups. As of last night, flooding has swept through many areas in Lom Sak District, awaiting drainage. Phetchabun Province has set up evacuation centers for those affected by the flooding in the Tha Ibun, Huai Rai, and Sak Long subdistricts. The Phetchabun Provincial Disaster Prevention and Mitigation Center reported on the flood situation, stating that at approximately 7 p.m. on August 31st, 2025, the Pa Sak River from the northern region rapidly rose, overflowing multiple embankments and inundating all roads within Lom Sak Municipality. It also spread into the Lom Sak District Government Center, including the district office, the Lom Sak Police Station Auditorium, and the Lom Sak Provincial Court, as well as commercial buildings, educational institutions, fresh markets, and residential buildings. The flow was stronger and the water level was higher than any previous flooding. This was because the Pa Sak River, which had been blocked by concrete embankments to control the flow through the city, was higher than normal ground level, causing it to back up into drainage pipes and overflow the embankments at some points. The situation outlook, morning of September 1st, 2025, remains light with clear skies. The rain stopped this morning, but we must monitor the rain situation this afternoon. The Pa Sak River is still flooding the economic district on the west bank of the Pa Sak River. Almost all roads are closed to traffic. The water level is still high, in large quantities, and flowing faster than ever before. If there is no more rain in the area this afternoon, it is likely to decrease and the situation will begin to improve. The Phetchabun Provincial Disaster Prevention and Mitigation Center has summarized the situation of continuous heavy rain caused by Tropical Storm Nong Fa, which caused flash floods in Lom Khao, Lom Sak, and Nam Now districts of Phetchabun Province on August 31st, 2025. This was due to the impact of heavy rain and flash floods. The water level this time is higher than any previous time. The water level gauge at Tad Kloi Station in Lom Khao District measured 12.6 meters high and is now inundated and unusable. Accumulated rainfall as of 7:15 p.m. Lom Khao District, Sila Subdistrict 132.5 millimeters, Hin Hao Subdistrict 115.5 millimeters, Tat Kloi Subdistrict 98.5 millimeters, Nam Now District, Lac Dan Subdistrict 151 millimeters, Wang Quang Subdistrict 143 millimeters, Nam Now Subdistrict 87.2 millimeters, Wang Pong District, Sapeb Subdistrict 98.5 millimeters, Wang Hin Subdistrict 63 millimeters, and Wang Pong Subdistrict 61.4 millimeters. On September 1st, 2025, reporters provided updates on the flooding situation in Lom Khao and Lom Sak districts in Phetchabun Province, following a storm that lashed Phetchabun Province, sending massive water into homes in Lom Khao district since yesterday. The water has continued to flow into Lom Sak district since early yesterday evening, inundating the economic area in the heart of the Lom Sak Municipality community. Lom Sak District and Lom Sak Municipality issued warnings to move belongings to higher ground, but the massive amount of water quickly overflowed and flooded some economic areas, with floodwaters reaching as high as 140 centimeters. The worst hit area was Tambon Tan Diao, where the water level exceeded 180 centimeters. Along the road, many items were seen floating downstream, especially motorcycles that could not withstand the force of the water and were carried away by the current. This included ice buckets belonging to market vendors and many other items. Due to the strong current, Children and women were unable to cross the road through the current and had to be supported by physically fit men for safety. Phetchabun Governor Suranyu Mithongkum and Lom Sak District Chief Phakpham Phumi mobilized officials from the Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation, the local administrative organization, the Kok Sai Lom Sak Rescue Unit, and soldiers from the 28th Cavalry Battalion camp, using flat-bottomed boats and six-wheeled military vehicles to help evacuate residents from their homes to safety and move their belongings to higher ground. This massive flood is the worst in 25 years, with water levels as high as this in 2002. On Monday, September 1st, 2025, at 1:30 p.m., the Phetchabun Provincial Education Office, in collaboration with Phetchabun Province, conducted a field visit to monitor the flood situation in educational agencies/institutions in Lom Sak and Lom Sak districts. Ms. Supafan Thongfuyong, Phetchabun Provincial Education Officer, assigned Ms. Kwanafa Chandy, Deputy Provincial Education Officer of Phetchabun, and staff to join the field visit. Mr. Suranyu Mithongkum, Governor of Phetchabun Province, chaired the meeting at the Lom Sak District Flood Prevention and Resolution Command Center. The Kok Sai Association of Lom Sak Municipality, along with Mr. Chanak Makfan, Mr. Supfong Nimpolsawat, Deputy Governors of Phetchabun Province, Mr. Somfong Homsanit, Permanent Secretary of Phetchabun Province, Mr. Phakpham Phumi, District Chief of Lom Sak, Mr. Kitty Pwachue, Mayor of Lom Sak Municipality, representatives of the Phetchabun Red Cross, Phetchabun Provincial Education Office, Phetchabun Provincial Local Government, representatives of the Phetchabun Provincial Disaster Prevention and Mitigation Office, members of the Phetchabun Provincial Administrative Organization Council, the Lom Sak District Chief, military personnel from Mobile Development Unit 16, the Lom Sak Provincial Electricity Authority Office, officers from the Phetchabun Provincial Social Development and Human Security Office, military personnel from the 28th Cavalry Battalion, the 1st Cavalry Division, rescue personnel, Lom Sak Municipality officials and related government agencies, and members of the Volunteer Defense Corps attended the meeting in the Lom Sak and Lom Sak districts. On this occasion, Ms. Kwanafa Chandy, Deputy Provincial Education Officer of Phetchabun Province, and staff visited educational institutions to offer moral support to students and teachers affected by the floods and to listen to their concerns. The flood situation has begun to partially ease, but affected schools remain closed for the safety of students and teachers. Schools whose flooding has eased have undergone cleaning, restoration, and renovation, and resumed normal operations. Schools reported implementing flood response plans before, during, and after the floods to protect and ensure the safety of students, teachers, and educational personnel, as well as to maintain government property for maximum benefit, thus reducing various risks. Mr. Phakpham Phumi, Lom Sak District Chief, reported on the current flood situation in the affected areas. Lom Sak District has 6 subdistricts, 54 villages/communities, 7,129 households, and 17,351 people have been affected. He also visited the area to inspect the flood situation, provide food and water, and provide encouragement to people affected by the flood situation in Lom Sak Municipality, Lom Sak District, Phetchabun Province. Subsequently, Mr. Suranyu Mithongkum, Governor of Phetchabun Province, along with relevant agencies, visited the area to monitor the flood situation and led the 904 Royal Volunteers to set up a Royal Kitchen and prepare boxed meals for distribution to affected residents. For initial assistance, Phetchabun Province has requested 2,100 relief bags from the Office of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation, 2,500 from the Rat Prakanukro Foundation, and 5,000 from the Friends in Need of Phayak Foundation, totaling 9,600 bags.